Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The Sports Page Show coming to you live. I have a great show here for you today. I'm going to bring on a guest here today for you. No other than Xavier Joyner, assistant head coach at James Madison University. So excited to bring him on. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the coach in a minute. Give me 1 second. I'm going to bring him on in a minute. But let me tell you a little bit about this guy here who was a six-time coach of the year in the JUCO level. Actually, was a coach at Mount St. Mary's as well. I want to congratulate him. He's doing some excellent things here. DMV resident, Largo alum. Not going to keep him waiting any longer. I got Coach. Coach, how you doing today?
Barry, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. Thank you for joining me. Salute to you, sir. First of all, I want to congratulate you on your newest hire at James Madison University. Go Dukes. I'm representing my jersey, man. I know we got a lot of history go back. I've been caught up in the last dance for a little bit. We'll talk about that a little later on. But I also want to just say congratulations. Can you give me give us an opportunity to hear about your new program and tell us how excited you are to be joining James Madison?
Hey, Barry, I'm extremely excited, man. And just to go back, so I just got the assistant coach position there. So not assistant head coach yet. but
I'm sorry, assistant coach. You're right. You're headed. I know you're headed them big things, man. But assistant coach. I'm sorry. Yes. So tell us a little bit about the program there. I know it's a D1 program. You guys got major competition. I looked at some of the schedule from last year. So how excited are you? And tell us a little bit about the program and what made you decide to want to join James Madison.
So I'm extremely excited to join James Madison University. I mean, the university is an awesome university. It's a great university, and as well as joining a head coach that has a winning track record in Mark Byington. Joining him has been an awesome so far. Like 2 to 3 weeks that I've been on the job, dealing with him has been really good. And he's a guy he's going to get after it. And he wants to win right away. A lot of people say, we may be rebuilding, but people are going to see that we aren't in a rebuild. We're going to win right away. So I've been really excited about his vision and helping him succeed. So we're very excited, and we want to, obviously, in the future, recruit the D.C. area because that area produces some of the best basketball players in the world.
Exactly. You coming from this area, Largo alum, you got an opportunity to play college ball as well. I was talking a little bit about that. You were all-conference player as well. Tell us a little bit what does it mean to you, especially about coming from the DMV, getting an opportunity to see some of the talent growth over the last couple of years?
This area, as I say, is one of the best in the world as far as basketball, and that it's proof in the pudding with looking at what the NBA does, and then also obviously the new documentary that's coming out in the water is going to show even more of that. But for me, growing up in this area, man, it's just very competitive, and the coaching is so good. For me, being at Largo High School under Coach Lou Wilson, who came in and just transformed and allowed us to be able to win Largo's first 4A championship in 91. And then 93, they won the state championship, but it was just a grooming period that, the program just thrived. And this area is just something that's so unique, and I absolutely love it. And then for me, coming out of Largo and going over to signing with Bowie State University, my first year, being an all-CIAA rookie team, it's a really good year for me. And then coming back my sophomore year just wasn't as great as far as us winning games. And then I, obviously sought a new position, a new spot at Husson University in Bangor, Maine. So it was kind of funny. I had it was mid-semester of my sophomore year. I was interested in transferring. So I went to Coach Lou Wilson and said, "Hey, Coach, do you have any schools that would offer a scholarship at mid-semester?" So he's like, let's see. I got a few schools that are interested in you. Let's see. I have Maine, Texas, and I had like 2 days to make a decision.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, I can at least stay on the East Coast and go to Maine. So one of the
it looked like it worked out for you, man. Look like y'all won back-to-back championships out there in Maine, too. I checked that out. So that was just showing some of your success as a player. I also want to go back a little bit. You were talking about Largo, PG County, man. You're one of the winningest all-time coaches in JUCO, man, all time. Actually, you actually were awarded the Coach of the Year 6 times. Tell us a little bit about that experience, coaching on that level and what it was like to, experience some of that winning over there, man.
So being a head coach on the junior college level, I mean, I got a chance to be able to see every aspect of college basketball, every aspect of the job, whether that's being a counselor, academic advisor. Like I did it all, driving the vans, and it was a grind, but it was a grind that now I appreciate, really, to see kids that didn't have that opportunity, and be able to give those guys opportunities to succeed academically as well as athletically. It just changed my whole vision as to when I first started. I was like, is this really worth the grind? But then to see so many guys progress and make it out, tons of my probably over 40 or 50 kids now have 4-year degrees. Our dads are, I can name them all. You got
yes.
Azelle Prather, who's with me at PG College, was just on the Ellen Show for doing well with kids, and Doten Akinwale is the director of scouting for the Atlanta Hawks. So just tons of kids who have done extremely well in our program. So getting back to your question on what was it like to win, so I had done extremely well at Montgomery College, and then Coach Wiley, who's a longtime legend at Prince George's Community College, retired, and so that job came open, and I knew for a fact that I could get my hometown, which is I could get it back rolling. And they came off of a bad year the year before, so we ended up in the first year taking Prince George's from I think they ended up last place in the Maryland JUCO to 4th place in one season. And then after that, we just rolled. We won 3 out of 4 championships in my 5 years there. 3 out of 5 years we won championships there. So it just really was a great experience for me to get our county back going. And the program is still thriving now.
That's great, man. You're always going to be a Largo legend in my book, DMV legend. I want to talk a little bit about that. You were talking about, first of all, I want to congratulate you, and this is one ties into my next question.
Okay.
You being a coach as well as being a parent of a player, congratulations on your son. He's going to be going to Paul VI, is that correct?
He's going to go to Concordia.
Concordia, I'm sorry.
New York. Yes.
Okay, Concordia. So tell us a little bit about that balance that you have, because I know a lot of parents are watching and coaching, because I had that experience a long time ago. Tell us about that balance that you have to have as a coach and a parent as well, so especially when you may be coaching your own kid.
Yeah, so again, as I said, I was fortunate in my coaching career to allow my kids to pretty much get grown without leaving the house. And, I was a junior college coach, which was local, so I was coming home every day. But for me, my son in particular, I was an assistant coach at Paul VI when he was there. So his first 3 years, we were together. And I think it was a little bit too much probably because we went from me being, a junior college coach to, popping up at his games to now being a coach and riding partner to school. Like we'd ride into school together and he had to see me at practice and
all day,
games all day. So it was an experience, but it ended off really well. And, just that balance was fine because we were together. And then his last season at Paul VI, I was at my first year at Mount St. Mary's. And then we got an opportunity to experience a lot of great things together. My last year, 2018 at Paul VI, we were 18-0 in the WCAC, which everybody knows that's very hard to do.
That's
and
correct.
We ended up 33-4 overall. We played against probably every pro, Darius Garland, Colin Sexton. So it was a really great experience for both of us.
Yep, it looked like you ended up number 14th in the country that year as well, according to USA Today and all that. So that was a great year. Ended up, like you said, in that conference. It's very tough to go undefeated. So congratulations on that again. I want to also tie into this. I guess there's a lot going on right now. So everybody can't get out as much. And I see a lot of people maybe at home training, getting buckets up as well. What do you recommend for some of the people who can't get out right now as much and they want to get together with their other people and train and stuff like that? What are some of the things that you would recommend for them to do right now?
Barry, we're old school, man. So we used to getting out there with the ball. We didn't need a basket. You can run ball handling. You can do cardio. You can do push-ups. You can do pull-ups. There are tons of things that kids can do. So as I said, it's going to be one of 2 ball players that come out of this virus. Is going to be probably fat and out of shape, or guys who are self-motivated and did the right
thing. A lot of snacks.
A lot of snacks right now. So there's tons of things that guys can do to continue getting better. And it's also a great time for guys to start watching a lot of film.
Exactly.
Film study is very critical right now. And that's, us as college coaches, we're obviously doing a lot of Zoom meetings, but we're also doing a lot of film study too. So
that's
making
great.
sure our players get better, through film study is very critical.
That's good. Especially during this time right now, how is this affecting your recruiting? Are you able to get a chance to still speak with some of that? I know you're just getting to the program. Can you talk about some of the things that you're doing and some of the details that you'll be having as the assistant coach, such as recruiting and so forth?
So what we've done so far is just, and we've got some nice signees, commits that have committed already. But what we've been doing is doing a lot of Zoom meetings where we do the video conference with recruits and their parents, and it's been going extremely well for us, and that's been an addition. So I'm getting better technically with technology, so that's been a plus for us. So yeah, we've actually done extremely well in the last 2 to 3 weeks doing that.
That's good. I just got familiar with Zoom myself, so I've been Zoom meetings everywhere. I think that's the new word for everybody. So I want to ask you, like I said, talking about recruiting. I know a lot of parents have seen back and forth debates about AAU between high school play. Some players, parents feel that what's stronger for each kid. Mm-hmm. So how do you feel, especially with your experience at AAU ball? I know you were one of the top programs, the team takeover. What are some of the things that you take can be strengths and weaknesses from playing AAU?
So my AAU experience was second to none. A lot of people, so when I decided I thought I pretty much plateaued at the junior college level, being there 15 years at that level. I wanted to move on and do some different things. Okay. So I'd spoken to Keith Stevens, who runs Team Takeover. And Keith, we had talked for a couple of years about me joining the program. Okay. And after I won the region in 2015, I said, Keith, I'm ready to come, man. I'm ready to get started with Takeover. At the time, outside looking in, people thought it was a step backwards. Why would he leave a head coaching job to join Team Takeover? But I knew Team Takeover was very important in kids' Division I lives, and that program is run like Keith runs that program like a college program. So it's second to none. So my experience with AAU is none like I hear the horror stories. Like the kids that play for us, are all now being dominant in the Big East, ACC, Big 12. But the program was ran the right way. I mean, we down to curfews on the road, turning in your phone, scouting reports. They did everything that they would do in a college program you did at Team Takeover. So my experience was I would highly recommend kids to play AAU, and not just Team Takeover. This whole area does a great job. Whether it's New World, DC Premier, Mid-Atlantic, so they all do a great job in coaching the kids. So that's why the area is so good. When these kids get to college, they're all ready to compete.
I agree. DMV has definitely been representing. This has been another ongoing debate. I want to get you to chime in on this. I know you're a high school basketball player here in the area. It's been a while, but DMV, the DC versus Maryland basketball, PG County. Everybody, yeah. I've been hearing about the Quinn Cook and other. I'm not up that late. I can't stay up that late. I'm getting old. But I've been hearing about the talk. What do you feel about, you being out there on all types of circuits? What's the better basketball product right now, PG County or DC high school basketball?
Oh, man, you putting the pressure on me, Barry. Putting the pressure on me, man. I stay up late every night when Quinn was doing that, man. I was tired the next day. Man. But those debates were really good. Yeah. But as far as, obviously when I was coming up, PG County